So my son wants to make a stand-up arcade console. He saw somebody doing it on YouTube and thought it'd be a cool idea since he has one of these Atari flashbacks. Anyway, he did some drawings and stuff. So we found some side art online for the machine, and basically this was I guess the marquee or something like that. So we're just printing it out on the Epson 4800 here. These images are super high resolution, so they're actually coming out quite nicely. This is Centipede. So this is just a roll of bond paper, like a 150-foot roll, which for our needs actually is probably fine. I can just use some spray glue on the back and stick it to the cardboard that we're probably going to end up using, so we're not going to go too crazy. He's only 9, so I'm not, it's fun to see these videos on YouTube, but anyway, we'll see. We are kind of lucky because we do have the materials here to actually do something quite nice. So I'm sure he'll be impressed by this. It's going to be 17 by 40 by the time it comes out of here, so that's in inches. Colors are nice out of this printer. This is all original Epson ink, so I do have them in these containers, but they're filled with OEM ink. And that should cut itself at the end. There's a blade that should just cut it off the reel. There we go. Goes. So that's that. So there it is. Our Centipede side art, one done. Okay, so I'm just in Lightroom here. This is the one I just printed. The place I went to is this place called arcadeartwork.org, and they have a lot of images to use to print out, and they're pretty high quality. Like this one's 6,000 by 14,000 pixels. So this is the right side. I did the left side, it looks like, and I go over to the print. Now first thing to do is set up the page setup. I have a custom size, but that's just a matter of creating a custom size here and adding it to your printer. So you just do, mine's 17 wide, and you can go by the height if here or whatever. But so I did 17 by 40 inches, which is 17 by 40, which works out for this one. That's the page. Now the print settings is a little bit different. I have just a roll of bond paper here from Canon. So that is under, I think it's printer settings. Yeah. So I'm on a Mac. It's going to be definitely on a PC for sure. So basically roll banner, borderless is so I can use the largest size possible. Plain paper, and actually I have it set to fine. Draft is 180 or draft 360. Anyway, 720. This thing goes up to like 2800 DPI. I don't have high speed on. I could have it on and go even faster, but 8 minutes is, I'm not in any rush. So that one, then you could do, once you have it all set up, you save your current one as a preset, which I did, which is a Canon. You just give it a name like I did there. Over at the top here, you can, once you do your print setting, you will get it the cell size over here, which is 17 by 40, and it won't go any higher than that setting. So if you're actually working in this and you're trying to, you think, oh, I'll just use this to do the settings, it's not here. It's actually, this is just reading from your print settings or your printer settings. It's not actually affecting your printer settings. So you're going to want to do that before you can adjust this. Now you can make these smaller, but anyway. Rotate to fit. You can just play around with these things. Zoom to fill. It gets a little bit bigger, but anyway, that's basically all I need to do. And the printer cut the paper off and it checked itself, and it didn't say reload paper. Even though it says it's not straight, I just go to flick it on and then flick it back on, and it just says, yeah, it's straight now. But even though I've done nothing except for hit the pause button. So anyway, especially when it cuts it, it's going to be straight. And so that's it. So I can just go to the print and print. My little dialog box is going to come up. It's preparing the print job. It's quite a big image, so it takes a few minutes to figure this thing out. But once it does, there it goes. So here's the right one almost done. Let's go with the left one. So my son did some detailed drawings of what exactly needs to be done and how to proceed with the project. So right now we're sort of just at the beginning getting the stickers, and we're gonna have to put some panels together. I think we're gonna start with cardboard first and then work from there. Like he says here, what we have now, we have a monitor that's sitting on a pillar with a small bench and the Atari controllers there. So it's kind of what it looks like now. It's just a monitor with the Atari sitting there. But for the details, we're going to have to drill some holes in the top panel with the side panel. So you can see that the drawings are fairly detailed. Actually, a lot of these is much better than what my clients give me now for projects. So, and this is the final project right here. So we have the Centipede on the side. He wants, I think, Atari on there as well somewhere. And the monitor with the control panel. So anyway, interesting project. We're going to have some fun with that. I don't know if I'm going to spend the $80 to get vinyl. This roll of paper is only $20. It's going to do us fine, but I know some people print these out on vinyl and sell them on Etsy and stuff, so not me, but other people. Anyway, these are all available online, different places. There's like 3 or 4 places that have all these things here just for free to print. So if you have access to a big printer, you can do it yourself. So happy gaming. We're really into retro games because, well, I don't know, my son really likes the retro ones, even though we have an Xbox. So this will be fun. This is a fun project for us to do.